Fala galera, beleza? Alegodzilla do ar, aqui quem fala é o Ale. Galera, é o seguinte, estamos de volta com mais uma gameplay. Essa aqui vai ser do novíssimo Alan Wake. Eu sei que tá atrasado, não precisa me cobrar, cara. Tá nervoso, cara? Calma. Tá aqui no canal mais um game de terror pra vocês aí que curte o canal, pra você que também não é inscrito, mas que vai se inscrever a partir desse vídeo. Estou jogando aqui o game no PlayStation 5, vou rodar no modo qualidade pra ele ficar mais bonitão, tá? Então o jogo vai ficar condicionado a 30 quadros. Porém, contudo, todavia, mais pra frente aí, lá aquela parte mais clarinha, eu coloco 60 quadros pra gente ver como é que tá rodando, beleza? Então, cara, vem comigo nesse vídeo, nessa delícia de jogo de terror. Já taca o dedo no like aí, se inscreva no canal, pra você aí que não é inscrito ainda, né, meu? E ativa o sininho pra não perder nenhuma notificação desse canal. Vem comigo nessa delícia.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Rapaz, tá escuro aqui, hein, galera. Poxa. Rapaz, a imagem tá meio acinzentada assim porque eu tive que aumentar o brilho, que o jogo tava muito escuro. Dá mais pra aquela galera que não assiste em HDR. Tava bastante escuro, ó. Lembrando que eu tô rodando no modo a 30 quadros, mas, cara, ó a fluidez do game, cara. Nem parece que tá a 30 quadros. Eita. A legenda tá bem bugada, tá? Eu tentei gravar várias vezes e não adianta. Tá bugada mesmo. Que lugar é esse que eu estou, meu Deus? Dá pra correr? Ah, dá pra correr! Corre, meu filho! Aqui em casa a gente fica brincando. Fala pra minha esposa aqui: ó, amor, comprei o jogo que é eu correndo da piscina. Eita, pega! Meu coração! É louco! Meu Jesus amado, o game já tá... Já sei que dá pra correr. Tô correndo, inclusive. Rapaz, que obscuro, hein? Eita, pega. Ah, bom, achei que já é pro fight já. Rapaz, mas tá escuro demais. Vou tentar colocar pra vocês aí um filtro pra ficar mais clarinho. Olha a lanterna. Sai fora. Eita, bora. Corre, 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 corre. Corre, corre, corre. O cara tá atrás de mim. Bora, meu filho, corre. Fuja. Ai.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing.
Show de bola.
Swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that
Rapaz.
map.
Como é que você se sente jogando do lado do Max Payne? Pegamos o nosso map aqui, né? Vamos consultar o mapa. Show de bola. Então o mapa aqui é grande, hein? Não vamos explorar muito, porque a gameplay tem que ser curta, porém também não vamos ficar só na linearidade, né, galera? Eu vou ter a câmera e esqueci de ligar o microfone. Vamos lá ver qual é que esse cara quer.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
Over here. Eu arrumei a legenda, tá? Coloquei o nome, tá?
Right? Sheriff Raker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, The federal agent's right here, Thornton.
Cara
My
doido,
partner,
mano.
Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Vamos ver aqui a opção mais fraquinha ali, depois a gente vai para a maior.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Vamos lá, então.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Quadro de casos.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Vamos dar uma olhada então aqui no quadro de casos, né? A gente pode movimentar a câmera aqui, dar zoom com R2 e L2 e movimentar com o cursor. Você agora pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou pressionar bolinha para sair. Então beleza, vamos explorar o quadro de casos aqui, beleza. Né? A gente pode dar zoom, ó. Você vê que tá tudo legendado, cara. Tudo legendado. Tem coisas em inglês nas placas ali por ali, mas aqui, ó, no quadro dela aqui tá bem legal. Né? Fale com alguém, vamos lá. Show de
I
bola.
see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Vamos lá, Max Payne. Ali tava falando que quando eu abro o lugar mental,
Gives me a headache.
o jogo não pausa. Então eu tenho que... Tem que ser um lugar seguro. Não posso ir num lugar qualquer. Galera, eu tô com a janela aberta aqui. Então se sair algum ruído aí... Tá muito calor esses
Hey,
dias.
Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Vou tentar ser o mais linear possível pra ficar mais legal a gameplay, né, galera? Porque ninguém gosta de ver um vídeo também que...
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Pra correr, ó. Cara, o jogo tá rodando 34, mas olha que top, cara. Mirror Peak. Aqui já tá em inglês, ó, mas quando você dá um zoom aqui, ó. A prodigiosa montanha ao longe é justamente Mirror Peak, o icônico símbolo acima de Cauldron Lake. Vista do ângulo certo, a beleza dela se reflete na superfície tranquila do lago. Um reflexo invertido glorioso. Beleza, galera, lembrando que Alan Wake 2 é uma continuação direta do primeiro Alan Wake e suas DLCs. Então, se você não teve a oportunidade de jogar, que até saiu o remaster uma época atrás agora para PlayStation Plus e tal. Se você não teve a oportunidade de jogar, ou talvez por preguiça, ou porque não teve a oportunidade mesmo, cara, eu aconselho você a assistir um resumo. Tem muita gente aí bem qualificada que faz resumo. Não precisa ver a gameplay toda. Vê só o resumo da história para você ficar situado. Lembrando também que o jogo Control faz parte do mesmo universo. Então não sei se às vezes, sabendo também...
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Às vezes sabendo a história do Control também pode ajudar em alguma coisa aqui nesse game, beleza?
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Cara, o jogo tá bem bonito. Ele passou por diversas atualizações. Ó, o cara tá falando lá com o cara no rádio. Diversas atualizações. Inclusive o preset de 30 quadros de qualidade no Play 5 agora tá rodando como se fosse um computador no modo alto. Então tá muito bonito, cara. Tá muito bonito mesmo. Olha só, cara. Olha isso, cara. Tá muito lindo.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Vamos lá então, ver a cena do crime.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Pode ficar tranquilo que eu liguei o modo nudez, tá?
On the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Rapaz, que bicho feio.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Vamos pro quadro de casos lá. Aqui eu posso puxar as pistas, né? Cena do crime em Cauldron Lake.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Quando a imagem principal é colocada, vai gerar uma nova pergunta. É possível ver as metas no quadro de casos nos seus objetivos. Apertando o triângulo. Investiga a cena do crime. Beleza. Então não tenho nada, condiz com o assassinato e tal. Aí aqui, ó, vai aparecendo aqui o que a gente vai ter que ir completando aqui. Com certeza é as fotos, né, que ela vai tirar. Investigar vários pontos aqui, as amarras dele.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Entendi. Posso dar zoom também, ó. Que nojo!
The heart right next to the body.
Abriram aqui uma cratera na barriga dele, no peito.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Bora de novo pro quadro de pesca. Outro corpo foi encontrado no bosque perto de Bright Falls. Momento perfeito. Preciso ver se tem ligações com os assassinatos que estamos aqui para investigar. Beleza, então aqui eu já tenho mais 3 coisas aqui. Eu posso tirar um zoom aqui, selecionar uma dessas aqui e colocar ela dispostas aqui. E a gente vai montando o caso. Aqui, ó. Tem que pôr no lugar certo, é que eu tô acertando na cagada aqui, ó. Ó, isso aqui. Talvez aqui.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Você vê que aquela... Você vê que essa anotação que ela fez estava em amarelinho. Agora ficou azulzinho. Então quer dizer que essa parte é concluir. As pistas solucionaram a pergunta aberta e desbloquearam uma dedução. Conforme você avançar na investigação, novas perguntas serão desbloqueadas, atualizando os seus objetivos. O objetivo aqui agora é descobrir mais sobre a vítima e descobrir mais sobre o assassino. Aí você pode vir pra cá, ó, sobre as vítimas e sobre o assassino. Vamos lá conversar com a galera.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Morreu aí a vítima. Tem mais lugares aqui pra gente olhar.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Várias pessoas, né? Tem também ali a mesa, ó. Onde a gente pode ver aqui tem um
Someone
tripé.
left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Uma caixa aqui.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Vai saber, né? Se você que é fera não sabe, imagina nós. Vamos perguntar uma coisa pra ele? Vamos.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale?
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
É. Ai, eu preciso que eu fiz eu falar. Caramba! O Robert Nightingale é um cara do FBI que tem uma parte no Alan Wake 1 que ele prende o Alan Wake e tal, e depois ele desaparece.
So you
Tal.
knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Vamos lá pro nosso quadro mental. A gente tem aqui... Vamos pôr o Alex Case aqui nas vítimas. Eu confiava na leitura de case sobre os outros. Parece que nossas vítimas não eram mentalmente estáveis. E aqui é o nosso querido policial também para ajudar
Robert
a gente.
Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Entendi. E a gente tem aqui mais 3 fotos, né? 2 fotos aqui. Tem mais um aqui, a gente pode montar aqui. Show! Ó, ficou azulzinho.
Indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
2 fotos. Isso que é importante você explorar ao máximo para poder dar continuidade.
To happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
E agora,
Profiling.
saga?
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Cara, tá intrigante, hein? Poxa vida, tá bem curioso.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Caramba.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Por quê?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Ele era pra fazer parte do ritual e não... Entendi. Tem mais uma foto aqui, né? Show.
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Tá repetindo, né?
It's dark.
The
Beleza.
lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Vamos lá verificar.
Let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Show de bola. Cara, tá bem bonito o jogo. Tá bem intrigante. Ó, tô jogando aqui 30 quadros, ó.
Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Ah, realmente, essa árvore aqui é...
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Essa árvore aqui é estranha.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Cadê a parte do perfil dele aqui, ó? Tem alguma coisa também.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Talvez é agora que a gente vá pra cidade.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Bora.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
Hey,
deciding
you made it
what
back.
happens to
Good.
who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Show de bola. Um atalho.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
O atalho aqui. Chaves. Cara, o gráfico tá bem bonito. Cara do céu.
Seems like a
Imagina
nice
isso.
town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Lembrando, se você tem um PC e não tá conseguindo rodar,
Together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
tem um vídeo da Digital Foundry. Não sei se é Digital Foundry Quartz ou é o Digital Foundry normal. Que eles ensinam você a fazer um preset para você rodar o game aí de maneira mais suave e tal. E você consegue rodar no PC da mesma maneira que roda no Play 5.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Vambora pra lá então.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Lembrando que esse aqui é o gráfico a 30 quadros, né? Tá no modo qualidade. Eu vou colocar para vocês aqui no modo performance. Eu particularmente prefiro jogar no modo performance, sempre. Peguei o mapa da cidade aqui. Fazer um 360 aqui, ó, no modo qualidade. Muito legal. Depois que vocês mudam pro modo desempenho, cara, não dá nem vontade de voltar mais, fica vendo? Olha a diferença de fluidez, cara. Vamos ficar assim agora, 64. Tá, temos que ir pra lanchonete, né? Tá bem bonito, né, cara? Isso é sem dúvida nenhuma. Já tô vendo daqui o policial aí, o xerife. Lembra que o xerife é o cara do Quantum Break, cara.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here.
Nem tá escrito na jaqueta, né, que é FBI.
Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Vamos lá falar com as testemunhas.
Sent over, Sheriff.
Cara, rodar 64 não perde em nada, hein, mano, pra rodar 30. Claro que você vê aqui, ó, fica mais cerradinho, né, mas, cara, poxa, detalhezinho bobo, né, cara. Só você rodar com essa fluidez aqui, ó, de câmera. Vamos lá.
Exactly right.
I can't believe that happened.
O caso estranho.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting
Pelado não, porque eu coloquei censura.
shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Achamos alguma coisa que com certeza vamos verificar aqui. Aqui é o mapa, que a gente achou aqui o mapa de Bright Falls, né? E a gente achou perfil, né? A gente já tinha do Nightingale, agora tem dos Brokers.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Mulher decidiu isso só pela dedução, hein? Poxa vida. Vamos lá falar com eles.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Era só tirar uma foto, fazer um desenho, né? Deixa eu voltar pra 30 quadros, pera aí.
Thanks.
Dá umas piscadinhas no olho assim, ó. Que já volta ao normal.
Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Ó, essa mina tinha no Alan Wake 1.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Tem como ela tá confundindo. Ela falou o nome dela, cara. Saga Anderson. Confundindo aí foi longe demais, hein, Saga?
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Maluquice total, né? Ó, o policial tá aqui já, rasgou o corpo.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Vai me empurrar. Muito bonitinha a sua delegacia, viu, senhor? Esqueci o nome dele agora.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Ele colocou o corpo no porão, lugar escuro, hein? Também que havia lanterna aqui, rapaz.
Morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Olha que escuro. Aonde eu vou?
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Vamos lá. Primeiro vamos ver o ombro.
Text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Escreveram no coração.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Na verdade, eu acho que
Defensive wounds.
tava no dentro da água, né?
They put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Tira o zoom aqui um pouquinho. Casos. Tá certo. Já ponho isso. Show.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Seita da árvore.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Abriu várias, né? Vários negocinhos aqui. Vamos tirar o zoom pra gente entender aqui. Meta da seita. Quem está envolvido e o que tem em cima. Aqui tá muito claro ali. Deixa eu dar um zoom aqui.
Okay.
Olha a cagada. Tudo certo aqui. Ah, a gente vai enfiar a mão no bicho ou não? Tá, mas e aí? O que eu faço agora? Não é aqui? É aqui? Aqui tá os mapas, né? Perfil não vai ter nada. Entendi. Quadro de caso.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Várias fotos. Vamos lá, uma por uma.
That's it. Chest
Causa
wound
da
is
morte.
cause of death. But the corpse is bloated. Waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
E tá afogado, né?
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Vamos olhar dentro dele agora. Vai dar opção, será? Ah.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light.
Tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você.
He can't
Cadê
see
ele?
in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Nossa, do meu lado, cara. Refúgios vão restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará indisponível temporariamente.
Gotta move. Now.
Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house. Kill him. Inside.
Vanished.
E agora, morreu? Só sumiu?
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but We both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Vou dar um rolezinho aqui só pra gente ver se acha alguma coisa importante. Show.
Must be locked from the other side.
Fechada a porta. Caramba, mas eu falo pra você, o bicho é aterrorizante, hein, cara. O maluco apareceu do meu lado, vocês viram só a careca dele passando. Trancado também. O policial foi de base, né? Fechada. Vamos pro lugar mental. Casos. Tem vários casos. Primeiro, esse aqui.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Beleza. Tem mais nada aqui. Seita da árvore. Ainda temos coisa aqui. Pera aí. Tirar um pouco do zoom aqui. Página do manuscrito. Não lido.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake.
Esse eu já li.
He was there too. Nightingale was.
Esse eu já li. Tá, o que tem aqui? Rádio. Musiquinha. Tá, temos aqui algumas coisas aqui. E toda seita é...
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Caramba, mano, esse Nightingale ficou feio, hein, cara. Rapaz. Esse aqui vai aonde? Vai lá em cima, será? Não. Vou pegar esse aqui do lado, tá mais fácil. Acho que é aqui. Não. Tá, vamos pôr aqui. Ah, me ajuda aí, né, cara? Deixa eu ver. Aqui tem... Falar com alguém. Tá, então não é esse aqui. Pode ser esse aqui. Não. Não. Talvez esse aqui. Não. Opa, peraí. Quem está envolvido? Tem outra coisa aqui, ó. Talvez aqui? Opa, deu certo. Tem que ficar clicando, cara, porque não é... Não fica na cara, sabe? Não, ainda tem mais um aqui, ó. Aqui. Agora acabou. É, mas ainda não prosseguiu na gameplay. Vamos ter que olhar lá de novo. Vou ter que falar com ele. Não. É aqui de novo. Será que é no perfil? Não. Ah, já escutamos.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light.
Essa aqui a gente escutou. Cara, é isso. Não tem mais foto, não tem mais nada. Casos. Ah, tem mais uma fotinha aqui, rapaz.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Poxa vida, hein? Parabéns. Tem mais 2 fotos agora. Provavelmente desse caso aqui mesmo. Já tá a cara aqui, ó. E esse também. Pronto. Eu acho que é isso.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Bora. Será que ele sabe ir embora? Porque eu tentei abrir e não consegui. Será que ele vai ter a mágica? Ah. Nossa, agora ainda bem que sim.
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Será que esses caras não estão envolvidos, mano? Eu já agora desconfio todo mundo, cara. Tá igual assistindo um filme, já desconfio todo mundo já.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
Não é aqui não. A escada aqui, ó. Meu, esse Tortle é da hora. Bom, vamos sair lá no...
They're a fine pair.
Sair na rua lá e finalizar. Gente, que loucura, hein?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
Vai pedir reforços?
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Resolveu nada.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been rung yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Entendi. Vamos ali até o mapa pra gente encerrar essa Gameplays. Galera, que intrigante, hein? Eu achei assim...
I'm gonna take a quick look
Rapaz...
Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Deu uma corridinha na frente dele e já tô longe, ó. O carro tá aqui, ó. Ai, caramba, vou te falar, viu? Galera, esse foi aí o início de gameplay de Alan Wake 2. Início, assim, intrigante pra caramba. Meu coração tá acelerado, carinha me rodeando lá, rapaz. E a pessoa peladão correndo atrás de você? Esquisito, né, cara? Então, cara, se curtiu esse tipo de vídeo, cara, já deixa o like aí, se inscreva no canal, ativa o sininho pra não perder nenhuma notificação desse canal, cara. Que delícia de gameplay, cara. Tanto a 60 quadros como a 30 quadros, o game tá bonito, cara. Então, cara, vale muito a pena você pegar. E eu tenho certeza que esse game, se ele não levar o game do ano, ele vai levar muitos prêmios. Muitos prêmios. Aí é um forte concorrente a game do ano, né? Claro, juntos com Baldur's Gate aí e também o Zelda. Mas eu acho que esse cara aqui merece ganhar, hein, cara. Olha como tá bonito, cara. Puxa vida, o cabelo dela tá mais real do que o real. Bom, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Muito obrigado por assistir até aqui. Valeu e... Falou!